Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Vibrant Midlife. I'm your host, David.
And I'm your health mate, Emily. David, today we're tackling a topic that so many of us are concerned about, especially after a health checkup: belly fat.
Absolutely. It's that stubborn area that doesn't seem to budge, no matter what you do. But we're not just talking about the fat you can pinch, are we? There's something more serious lurking underneath.
Exactly. We're talking about visceral fat, or VAT. This isn't the subcutaneous fat just under your skin. This is the deep internal fat that wraps around your vital organs, like your liver and intestines. It makes up about 15% of our total body fat, and it's the real troublemaker.
A troublemaker? That sounds ominous. Why is it so much worse than the other fat?
Because visceral fat is metabolically active. It acts like an organ itself, pumping out inflammatory substances and fatty acids directly into your liver. This can lead to body-wide inflammation and insulin resistance, which are the root causes of so many chronic diseases. That's why your waist circumference is such a critical health marker.
So what causes this dangerous fat to build up in the first place? Is it just eating too much?
That's part of it. But one of the biggest culprits, especially in our busy midlife years, is chronic stress. When you're constantly stressed, your body releases the hormone cortisol. Cortisol basically tells your body to store energy, and its favorite place to store it is as visceral fat in your abdomen.
Wow. So stress is directly telling our bodies to store belly fat. That's a powerful connection. What about diet?
Diet plays a huge role. High intake of fructose, especially from sugary drinks and processed foods, is strongly linked to an increase in visceral fat. On the other hand, eating more whole grains can help reduce it. There is also some interesting research suggesting that dairy intake might be inversely related to belly fat, but we need more studies on that.
And I'm guessing a lack of exercise doesn't help?
A lack of physical activity is a major factor. And interestingly, studies show that high-intensity exercise that really gets your heart rate up is particularly effective at reducing visceral fat. It's not just about burning calories. It's about improving your overall cardiorespiratory fitness. Even your work schedule can have an impact. One study showed that shift workers had over a 40% higher risk of abdominal obesity.
So this visceral fat is linked to a lot of health problems, right?
It's a powerful risk factor for a whole host of issues: insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, stroke, high blood pressure, and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. For women, it's also been linked to an increased risk of certain cancers, like endometrial cancer.
This is serious stuff. So, what are the most effective strategies to get rid of it?
It's a multi-pronged attack. First, you have to manage your diet. This means being in a calorie deficit, whether that's through continuous calorie restriction or something like intermittent fasting. Second, as we mentioned, regular physical activity is key. Even if you don't see a big drop on the scale, exercise is proven to reduce visceral fat.
And what about the stress component?
That's the third crucial piece of the puzzle. Since stress directly contributes to visceral fat storage, finding healthy ways to manage it, like mindfulness, yoga, or even just going for a walk in nature, is not a luxury. It's a necessity.
Are there any new frontiers in treating this? I've heard about some medications.
Yes, there's a lot of research happening. Certain medications that mimic a hormone called GLP-1 have been shown to be very effective at promoting weight loss and specifically at reducing visceral fat. There are also interesting studies looking at things like chlorogenic acid in coffee or specific probiotics can improve gut health and positively impact metabolism.
So it sounds like the gut microbiome could be a new key to unlocking this problem.
It very well could be. The big takeaway is that visceral fat isn't just about your weight or how you look. It's a direct indicator of your internal health. And the great news is that it's highly responsive to lifestyle changes.
So, managing your stress, moving your body, and eating a balanced diet,
are the most powerful tools we have.
That's exactly it. It's about creating a healthy internal environment where that dangerous fat simply can't thrive.
Thank you so much for breaking that down, Emily. In our next episode, we'll be diving into a topic that's crucial for every runner: how to choose the right running shoes and gear to prevent injury. This has been David.
And I'm Emily. Stay vibrant, everyone.